Hi. My name is Mohammed. In this video I will help you to become perfect front-end developer and share with you some advice. Today I wanted to share with you some advice on how to become a front-end developer. The reason why I make this is because I received many messages in my social media and mail, asking things like, how can I become a front-end? When will I know if I'm ready or not to apply for a job? And I thought I had to answer those questions publicly. Before you start reading, let me tell you, I'm just a designer who codes, but I have enough experience and I understand the industry needs, so here you have my advice on how to be front. Before we get started, what does actually mean to be a front dev? If you've been around for a while, you probably know each professional says a different thing. Some people say design is not a part of front-end area, not even semantic languages as HTML. They kind of customize their role. I want to share with you the definition I think, by my experience, that suits a front-end developer, a professional who is familiar with semantic languages, HTML, styling languages, CSS, and web programming languages, JavaScript, PHP, Python, and is able to create a functional page. The front-end role must not be mistaken with other roles like web designer, UX designer, or graphic designer. You start here the three ends of front-end. There are three languages you shall totally be familiar with if you're willing to join the front-end devs fight club, listed below these lines. HTML, literally, every page you visit on the internet it's been built with this language. The internet's basically about HTML. It makes a web page be a web page. And for those claiming HTML isn't a language, well, then what does the L in HTML stands for then? CSS. This language is the one building those fancy, really colorful, amazing interfaces you're madly in love with. It's a very important language. Here, you must totally understand how to use it. JavaScript. This guy makes the page and the interface work. It's the language you'll be building your web's functionality with. I've heard about React, Angular, Vue. Which one should I choose? I hear this question all the time in my mentorships. I've seen it's been asked a lot in job offers. Should I learn it? The answer is, it depends. Are you really good and familiar with HTML, CSS, and JS? Then go for it. You aren't? Stay away. Either way, if you want to focus in front-end, I suggest you go learn Vue.js since it's a framework focused on the interface building, which is, pretty much, your job as a front-end. The front-end checklist. Another question I've been asked a lot is, how will I know if I'm ready to apply for jobs? So I created a very simple checklist so you know where you must work harder and what skills you already master. You are familiar HTML, CSS and JS at an advanced level. You are familiar and have experience with external JavaScript libraries. Moment.js, Charge.js. You are familiar and have experience with CSS frameworks. Bulma, Bootstrap, Foundation, Materialize. You have experience with CSS Grid and Flexbox. You have experience with APIs. You have experience with JSONs. You can connect an API to an interface. You have minimum experience with databases. You know how to deploy a web application. For example, via Heroku, Netlify or GitHub pages. You are familiar with JS frameworks. Vue, React, Angular. You are familiar or have experience with authentication. JWT. You don't have to become a Ninja Master Pro Jedi. You just need to be familiar/experienced with those techs listed above. Remember that you won't get the professional experience until you face a real project with a real client. To end this video, I'd like to share some useful advice that helped me develop my career up until now. You will find this advice in description. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Good luck.